This video contains spoilers for LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, so if you haven't played it, don't watch the video, I guess. But if you have played it, or you just don't care about spoilers, and you want to consume everything LEGO Batman related, then this is the video for you, I guess. So recently, I played LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, and it was a masterpiece. Like, unequivocally, bro, that was a cool ass game of 2026. In all seriousness though, it is a great game. It combines the elements of so much Batman media together, so it does it so well in a way that it feels natural somehow, and it feels like a whole progression aspect of it. I honestly think that it might be my favorite Batman game or superhero game of all time at this point. Some might say recency bias, and I'm gonna say that I should probably wait a couple more days, give my opinion on the entire game as a whole, but it's fine, you know. Oh, just by the way, if you do want to see that playthrough, I actually did live stream the entire thing. It's all up on my channel right now. There's even a playlist with it though. Though I will say it is like 15 hours of gameplay. So yeah. But yeah, it took us 6 parts to beat the game. Every stream was around 3 hours. Yeah, the first stream you could cut an hour because I did play LEGO Batman 1 for an hour because I accidentally started streaming an hour early. The combat in this game is very, very Arkham. And that is great. That is awesome. Everyone literally has been calling this game LEGO Arkham. The combat is great. It's fluid. It's satisfying. It's smooth. And it's honestly, it's on par with Arkham's combat. Like, it's right there next to it. It's the free flow system, slightly simplified, but it really, really works. It's funny too, because I went from playing LEGO Batman 4 one night. I went from playing that to playing Arkham Knight challenge packs. LEGO Batman on the hardest difficulty. It's way easier than Arkham on the hardest difficulty. I kept getting my ass beat because I was so used to the timing of LEGO Batman 4. The traversal is great too. The gliding is from Arkham, but you can't really go up. Like, there's no pitch control. You just have to, you just go forwards and you rely on your grapple to get height, and then you hold down A to lower yourself, which I didn't know because the game never told me. But the grappling though is mainly from Gotham Knights, weirdly enough. Actually, so is the driving, I'm pretty sure. Driving and the grappling feel ripped out of Gotham Knights. And while we're on the topic of Gotham Knights, the map feels like that kind of vibe. I actually said something on stream. It's like the gameplay for this game is like a perfect fusion of Arkham's best stuff and Gotham Knight's best stuff. I always thought the map was strong in Gotham Knight. The grappling, like I said, it's pretty much ripped out of Gotham Knights. You can go horizontal, you can go down with it. You know, it's not just an up thing. It's more of a zip to point kind of Spider-Man styled grapple. The driving being from Gotham Knight, it has that same feeling of weight to it. I will say this: each car feels different in the way it drives. Whenever you're driving with the BVS or the tumbler, you can let go of the gas and do like a quick turn with just the stick. But with like the Batman and Robin car, you have to actually drift, like hold down the gas and the brake at the same time while moving the stick, because it's like a different kind of traction. Because it's different cars, I guess that does make sense, but you weren't expected in a LEGO game. The story is pretty good. Surprisingly good. How they melded it together. I know I already said that, but just hear me out. It starts with Bruce's training in Nanda Parbat. That's cool. That's sick. Well, it starts with his origin. It starts with us seeing his parents literally disappear because there's no bodies, there's no pieces to pick up, you know. Then we go to the League as Bruce in training, and Talia's there too. because you know we had to have a player too. They had to switch things around, but that's fine because I did like the relationship between Bruce and Talia in this game. It's like a really cool dynamic one. After the League, we go to Gotham and we're in the Batman drip and we're in the Batman Batmobile, and then go through Iceberg Lounge with Gordon. Then we go to Ace Chemicals and make the Joker. After that, it does switch into the Burton era, the Keaton era, where we fight the Joker for the first time, and then we're teaming up with Catwoman, and then got Penguin, and then you've got the Joker. And then after the Burton era, we switch to the Schumacher era, so we're covering Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. So it starts with Dick's parents being just injured, not dead. I don't know why the idea of death is too much for a Lego game, considering most of the guys we attack do literally die in front of our eyes, but whatever. Bruce and Selina go to the circus, go to Haley Circus. There's a whole level about Dick proving himself in a way to become Robin, and then that's where you fight Two-Face. At the end of the level, Dick's parents do get, like, disaster has struck and they're just injured. They fell in a hot dog stand and from a great height, but it's Lego, so I mean they're fine. And then Dick is like, yo parents, I'm gonna abandon you, by the way, just saying. So like he gets adopted by Bruce and becomes Robin. It's just, I feel like, I mean, you could have at least made them just disappear like you did Bruce's parents. They can't still be alive. Why would they just give their son up to some random billionaire? And if they don't know about it, if they were dazed so much by the accident that they don't know that Bruce has their kid, that Bruce Wayne taking advantage of dazed parents, dude, this is crazy. Also, I thought for a moment there that Dick would be responsible for his parents' death, because he tossed a shuriken or a Bertarang or whatever. It like ricocheted and cut the ropes that his parents were on, and so they fell, but then of course they're still alive. And it's not like Bruce has any real reason to adopt him, you know. I don't see how they would just be fine with that. But anyways, moving on from that, Dick becomes Robin in a training montage, which is cool. Robin's first night on patrol goes alright, I think, and then it's also on his first night on patrol that you encounter Poison Ivy and have her story section, which is rather short, I should mention. Then after that we switch to the animated series era, peak Inbound. Got Batman in the BTAS drip. We've got Robin has the BTAS strip unlocked, but you can't play as Robin at this point because, well, I mean, you can in the open world, but not in the levels, because he's grown, but they never made a way for you to play as grown Robin, like right before he becomes Nightwing. So I guess they just never included him in gameplay. Which, I mean, I guess that's fine, yeah, but I feel like they should have given Nightwing like a Robin skin or something. Or maybe, I don't know. Or maybe gave Robin a skin that, like, he has like one skin that makes him taller. And then Bruce goes to a costume party. That's right, okay. So Barbara becomes Batgirl in this era. So she shows up in the costume party in her Batgirl suit. She and Batman stop Firefly when he invades or whatever. After that, we do have Barbara kind of becomes this technological pillar of the Bat family. It's implied that Batman is Unk and doesn't know that his caps lock are on. After that, they go up against Mr. Freeze, and that's when Nightwing debuts for the first time, shows us his electric stuff. It's pretty cool. After that, we switch out of the BTAS era into the Dark Knight Trilogy era. We started with Batman Begins, of course, but bro, as soon as every time I say Batman Begins now, I think of that dumbass Alfred quote, bro.
Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up. Batman Begins.
But now we're in the Dark Knight era, so it starts with Joker coming back. We put him away after that, and Talia's back as well. Great. And I mean, I liked their dynamic, Bruce and Talia's dynamic, but also I don't really want to play as Talia. Out of all the people in the Bat family already, why would I want to play as Talia? You know what I mean? That's like forcing your little brother who's playing with you to be Commissioner Gordon, bro. After the Dark Knight stuff, so after Oh yeah, by the way, they don't include Two-Face in the Dark Knight at all. I thought maybe he would be coming back, but he didn't. After the Dark Knight stuff is done, we deal with the League for a little bit. Talia puts us on to Bane, and then we go to Arkham after finding out that Bane has been in everyone's business, including the Joker's. We go to Arkham in an Arkham Asylum reference. I mean, it's just shot for shot to the entrance. And then you slow walk with Joker on a gurney with Aaron Cash and Officer Bowles there. Dude, it's literally Lego Arkham for that moment. It's so cool. You get to see a whole bunch of rogues. Deadshot, Deathstroke, Calendar Man, Egghead, the mutant leader from Dark Knight Returns. Who else? Black Mask, who you put in there earlier in the game. Which I forgot to mention because it was just like a mission in the open world. It wasn't like an actual story mission or an actual set piece mission, so I guess it didn't stick in my mind. Oh shit, it's just farther, bro. Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of rogues in there, and Deadshot even says that line.
You come here to take a good look at us? What are we to you? Some kind of rogues gallery?
Then there's a breakout after the Joker interrogation. It's literally like pose for pose. The Dark Knight one. After the Joker interrogation, there's a breakout, and then after you fix that breakout, Scarecrow shows up in the elevator. And no, not Batman Begins Scarecrow, Arkham Asylum Scarecrow. And this is one of my first problems. Scarecrow just happens off screen. Not even in a montage. Just happens off screen. We're literally doing one of Batman's best villains off screen. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Like, bro, come on. He was literally in all 3 of the Dark Knight trilogy movies, and he had an important role, a very important role in Batman Begins. Why couldn't we do him there? I don't understand it. Moving on from that. After the prison stuff, we move on to, I think somewhere in the sewers. And then Bane breaks the bat, of course, and then it goes into a Nightfall kind of arc where Batman's out of commission. Bane is taking over the city with the League of Shadows. The power's out. Wayne Tower's got a bomb strapped to the top of it. Talia has revealed herself to be Ra's al Ghul's true successor. So Batgirl, Nightwing, Gordon, even Alfred attempt to alleviate the threat. And then Batman shows up by the end too for the final battle. But yeah, that was the story. If I had to give any criticisms, there'd be obviously 1, use my boy Scarecrow. 2, towards the later half of the game, I'll say about halfway through the game, so probably right before Dick becomes Robin, the pacing of the story starts to get like breakneck speeds. Like it goes really fast, like surprisingly fast. Sure, it works, but it's like it doesn't need to be this fast. You know what I mean? It felt like there was about an hour. It felt like Robin was Robin for an hour, and then he was getting ready to become Nightwing already. You know, and that was kind of like, dog, what? And I didn't even rush through the game. I just did the campaign at a normal pace. It's not like I was trying to speedrun or anything. And then Nightfall only happens in like half an hour. 20 minutes maybe. That whole section is just 20 minutes, 30 minutes long. We don't even get to explore the open world. It's just a section of Gotham that's cut off from everything else. Even though the entire city was affected, all the bridges were shot, you know what I mean? So I just, you know, I wish we got to see that a little bit more. The Talia thing comes out of nowhere. Like, she just shows up flying in at one point. Batman's like, I'll explain later, just fight now. And then he never explains. Bruce does try to make a truce with Talia. He's like, hey, you can help me heal Gotham. You can help me rebuild. You don't have to be a bad guy. And she puts a bomb in his hand and flies away. So he, you know, tosses the bomb and he's like, oh man. So why we can even play as Talia is kind of a weird thing. If I had to rate the game, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. It literally is almost perfect. I do wish that there were more original ideas in the game, or there were more, like, I feel like if there was any game, any Batman game, to have comic book Batmobiles in it, it would be this game. And they just aren't in there. We've got the movie stuff and the first appearance Batmobile. That's it. So I'm a little disappointed with that. I think something else. There's no costume in the game that has the newer cowl and the official logo for the game. Like the logo for the game is on the Rainbow Batman costume, but there's no costume that's its own original Batman costume that, you know, isn't some high-techy powered suit. And I feel like there should have been more original looks, or at least no, the default should have been original looks. I understand, you know, it's a whole collection of things, but I feel like by the end of the game, everyone's got their original Lego Batman, Lego City of the Dark Knight costumes. It's all their Prime costumes, you know, but there's no original look for the game. Some might say it's the Prime Batman suit, and that is the one used in all of the marketing, but that's Lego's new Batman design. That's not original to the game. That came out in sets way earlier. I just thought we needed that, and we needed more comic book Batmobiles. I'm not gonna say we were skimping on Batmobiles for this one, but I am gonna say that it feels light. It feels like an Arkham Knight kind of roster, if you get what I'm saying. It's just the movies. You know what I mean? There's no deep cuts besides the first appearance Batmobile. It's literally all just movies. And I understand that to an extent. But I also wish we got stuff like the Absolute Batmobile. You know what I mean? Or the New 52 Lego set Batmobile. Or the Batmobile from the Lego Batman movie. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of missing out on some cool shit here. Because it feels like if any game, any Batman game ever would, you know, be the one to have comic book themed stuff in its game, this would be the one, right? Because this is the one where you can get away with it more, you know what I mean? Where you can justify it more. Well, it's Lego, you know. We gotta stack the roster. Maybe updates, maybe DLCs. There is room for DLCs actually. So I'm hoping for either Dark Knight Returns, Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond makes the most sense to me because it's an animated show and they did BTAS. So it makes sense for them to come back with Batman Beyond and do it. Or they could do character DLCs, include guys like the Signal or Batwing, the character, or spoiler, Orphan. They could do the crippling of Barbara Gordon if they felt like it, and then just make Cassie Kane or Stephanie Brown the new Batgirl. They have room for Jason Todd, Tim Drake. I mean, there's a lot of room here. We don't have to have Dick be the only Robin and Barbara be the only Batgirl. Whether it's rain or shine, I know I'm fine for now. My love's gone. My love's gone. Hey.